What is a model? Let's just be clear about what a model is and the difference between a model, case study, and a good example. A model is something to follow. A model, a social model, is a set of indications. I don't want to say rules, it's a set of indications, of steps, of technical passages which bring you from point A to point B. There is an expected outcome, and if you follow the indications of the model, you can reach that goal or go close. The model is something which comes from the observation of multiple cases, and a model outlines which are the main, most common, most useful mechanisms which help anybody to go from point A to point B. So a model is an artificial structure which doesn't replicate a specific case, but which creates a virtual reality which can be followed by anybody. Of course, a model is a hyper simplification of reality. Every model is much more simple than the real life, and that's why when applying it to a specific case, then it has to be adapted. In fact, every model has to be adapted to a specific case, but still, a model is something that you can follow. It is different from a good example. Being an example is something super cool. Being a good example means that you did something so notable, so important, that other people can come, can study, and they can try to find out something important from that specific example, which they can use as inspiration or as a tool. But an example is not something that you can replicate as it is, just doing what they did. Because it doesn't work like that. Because if there is a good example here and they did some steps, you can't just do the same steps here and you will get the same result. Just because the overall, the surrounding, the environment is different. Different stakeholders, different nation, different culture, different everything. You can't replicate. So you can't say, oh, something worked so well here that it's a model. No, it's an example. And you can take something and put in your specific situation. If you want to create a model, you have to study several different cases, not just one, several. And then try to pick from all of them something useful so that create a model, and then the model is something that anybody can follow. In the specific case of the governance model developed for Go4Peace, the model has multiple goals. The first goal is to show some path to the partners so that they can create projects together. There are some paths which they can follow. Those paths are presented as hints, of course, so that there are hundreds of partners who manage thousands of heritage. Then these paths have to be general, have to be hyper simplified. So you can follow those hints and apply, modify, and put those hints as the basis of a specific action which has to be done in your specific situation. And then there are good examples. Good examples, which means case studies you can learn from. And then there are people you can contact so that they can tell you which is the best choice, how they solve problems, which are the issues that you're going to face. This is the interconnection part. The second part is the need of single specific managers of heritage to improve their specific situation, because every site has specific needs, but all the sites share some general needs. So the model focuses on the general needs. As a matter of fact, the science, the accessibility, the promotion is something which applies to all of the places, to all of the sites. Even if you will not find something so specific that you can immediately and directly apply to your specific situation, you will find something which will tell you, okay, in this specific area, you can do this, and that. Then of course, you have to choose if you do this, or that. Or you can also say, okay, I will not do this, this and that, but the model is telling you that in that specific area there is something to be done. So if you don't find the good answer in the model because it's too general, at least you find the need. You find that you can the model can help you to specify the need and the area. Then you will find names and contacts. So the model is a place where you find some automated hints, but what is more important is a place where you find information coming from the peers. You find what other partners did, how they did, so you can learn from them. And this is more important than having an automated response from a machine. And to know which is starting point, the model has another part, which is somehow before the model, which is an auto-evaluation questionnaire, and which helps you to understand at which maturity level you are. Maturity level doesn't mean that you're good or not good. Just it means which is the starting point. Here's the starting point. Then you have a goal. Who sets the goal? You set the goal. Are you happy with your starting point? Then you don't need to set any goal. Do you want to improve your situation? You set the goal. The model just tells you which is the starting point. Then you set the goal, and according to the goal that you set, you can go further in the model, in the second and third part, and try to find if there are hints, automated hints, or if there are documents which can help you to reach the goal that you set for yourself and for your organization.